Well, good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good morning.
Say it again.
Good morning.
Yeah. Well, we're sitting here at the piano. Why don't you play something for me, Debbie? We have a very informative video today. So a lot of you have asked questions about different things. I posted that all on this video, hopefully. So if I miss something, let me know.
Do something we know.
It's
Do Amazing Grace.
Amazing Grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. I was blind, but now I see. You're so good.
You're so silly.
And this is the side that I've primed white. Now what I used was a Kills oil base, and so it helps cover up the old color underneath, and it also really helps it adhere, the new paint. Okay, this is the opposite side, and it's kind of see if I can back up here a little bit and show it. Haven't primed this yet, but today I'm going to be priming this side right here, and so you can see the difference. Well, here's the bus so far. You can see that the bottom portion is gray, top portion is white. Of course, it'll all change as we go along, but we got the base colors in there anyway. Ain't it great? Okay, so here's our little toilet, and I put a cover on there that has the slow, you can't just drop it, it slowly closes, and that works for the cover and for the ring also. So there you can see I just dropped them and they just slowly go down. So that's I just bought those at Walmart. The box, of course, is just built out of white pine. And then here is the used coconut core. It has coconut core inside, and I haven't got all the wires tucked in and everything for my fan, so it'll look better. I'll take a picture of it later. But the urine diverter is just simply a funnel that I bought at Walmart. And this piece here, I will put the link down below. A lot of people have been asking, but it actually came from the UK. Now the bucket is real easy. You just pick the bucket up, and what I have on the bottom there, this came out of an old refrigerator, and it was the ice dispenser. So the motor is from an ice dispenser. Interesting, huh? Now it fits right. I just took all of it right out of the refrigerator, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how we dump it. We just dispose of it by dumping it right into a trash bag. Right now I'm just going to go from bucket to bucket, but we'll just pour it in there. Okay, and there's the ring in the bottom, but what makes it work is this piece right here. This is the Now this might be hard to see, but that sets right into the bottom part right there. And it just, the weight of it just holds it down. Now it turns, you can see that I've got a little bit of a bend. I just took the device that was in there. It has metal on it. I took that device. This is just a temporary thing, but I took that device, it's metal, and I just welded this little piece of sheet metal onto it and made it into like a propeller. So it turns the material, and as it turns the material, you can see this fits right down here. So when you set it on there, it just always fits. You don't have to worry about trying to fit it in or anything. It just goes in there. There you go. And then the metal part sits down inside that, and it turns the whole thing. And as it turns, then the coconut core, as you turn it, the solids just go down into it. It's very simple, very easy to do. These are just modified versions of what somebody else has done. But you can see it turning, and that's what it does. It turns that paddle, and as the paddle turns, the solids go under. The coconut core wicks the moisture out of the solids. And I have a little fan here that will run 24 hours a day. It's a little computer fan. I just built a box and it put it right on the end of the pipe there. And I split my switch. If you don't know how to do that, there's a little deal you can break off on the sides that make the two receptacles independent. So I did that. I broke that little piece out. So now it's wired. The bottom part of the receptacle is always hot and it goes to the fan. So I'll just plug in the fan there and it will run all the time. And then the top part of the receptacle is on this switch right here. And so that's what turns the little toilet on. And then the light right here, this is just, that's the light over the stool. You can see. It's just tied in directly and switched here. So it's all rocking and rolling. Everything's tied up right. All I have to do now is get a 12 volt, like for charging a camera or charging a phone or something like that. It will plug into the bottom receptacle, which is always hot. And then that in turn will hook up to the fan, and the fan will run all the time. Now, even though I don't have the fan hooked up, and we've been using this for a couple days, there hasn't been any smell. We haven't had any odoriferous situations or anything. So hopefully that answers most of your questions about how I did this. So it didn't cost me anything. I had an old refrigerator, and the old refrigerator was just going to waste, so I tore some of the mechanism out of it. The compressor had gone bad on it. Now this microwave vent, has a 2-speed fan. I bought that for $25. It looked like it was new, and I bought it for $25 from Restore. Stove in the oven, they're propane, and I had gotten these from Lowe's. We got it for, I believe, $220 or $250, and it had been changed. Someone had taken it as a loaner from Lowe's, and they had changed it over to propane. So we were able to get a big discount on it because someone had it already. On the microwave, the vent, I just ordered this vent right here. I don't know if you can see it very well, but I ordered that vent from Amazon. And then the vent for the stool is right there, and you can see that I have 2 90s on there. That makes it weatherproof, but it lets it vent out all the time. And then here you can see the two tones of my bus. This is what I'm working on right now, getting everything painted. And so there'll be two tones before we do any of the decoration or anything on it. Now I just painted the bus with my airless. So it's a real struggle yesterday. Started painting with this airless, this Titan, and it just quit on me. The pump just absolutely stopped. It had done so well, and I got most of the upper part painted, and then it just stopped pumping. So I went and dug out an old one that I had, an old airless, and when I got it out, the gun on it didn't work. So I had to pull the gun and the hose from the Titan and put the gun on the hose on this little one here, and then it worked just fine. One thing I did that I really like is I bought my paint from Tractor Supply, and it is really, really slick. I mean, it's a nice finish on there. But I put this catalyst hardener in there. I think I've talked about this before, but this gives it a real gloss, and it actually increases the hardness and increases gloss, and it reduces the drying time. So it does, if you have any left over and you leave it in just put it back into your can, it's probably going to harden on you before you use it the next time, because it does decrease the drying time. Yeah, reduces the drying time. Let's see, what else have we done here? I got a few runs in this, and I was gonna sand it all down, but I'm not sure I will. I think I will just leave it. But here's one thing I left on here that's gonna be yellow. I thought it was kind of cool, so we just left that. I just covered it up, and it's kind of cool looking. Now hopefully I'll be able to get this side done today and tomorrow. It'll probably take me a day to prep it all, get it all ready. Then we'll get it painted. Ain't it great? Now I had some inquiries about where I bought my water filter from, and this is the place right here. It's called Aquasana. Aquasana. It looks like they have a 50% off sale right now, so that kind of gives you an idea. Now here's the information on the solar panels. This is the company that I got the solar panels from. This tells the size. Debbie just put this together for me. Then our air conditioner is Climb Air. We bought it from heatandcool.com. The stabilizer levelers, they came from Quadra Manufacturing, and they're called Bigfoot levelers.
And their customer service?
By the way, their customer service is marvelous. Has been for us anyway. So, this gives you an idea. The batteries themselves, do you have that on here, baby?
It just says number 30 is the one that tells about the batteries. It tells about,
Okay.
shows you picking them up from.
Yeah, number 30 right here on the videos, number 30 tells about the batteries. This is the day I went to pick them up. Now, I bought the batteries from a gentleman on Craigslist. His name is Marion. He's a great guy, and he knows way more than I needed to know about batteries. Hopefully this information will help a little bit. If you have questions, please just
Urine diverter?
post to us. Oh, the urine diverter is not on there, is it?
No, it's not, but you know where it came from.
Okay, it came from
eBay.
eBay, a company called Klidwick. It's in the UK, and Klidwick, I think.
I think.
So anyway, hopefully that information will help you guys. It's going to be a great day. Life is a joy.